What's good, YouTube? In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Realspace DRG high back gaming chair in the black and gray colorway. I've had this bad boy for about 1 year and 3 months. Got it for around $194 clearance. It was a floor model, so I have no clue how long it was getting used or scooted around, sat in, and all that stuff like that. For the most part, when I first seen it, it looked perfectly new, so that was cool with me. And it looks the exact same even that 1 year and 3 months later. So that's pretty cool as well. Some of my first thoughts when I first got the chair have changed though. So changed for the better, but it started off with a not so good situation. So when I first got the chair, I didn't like the side bolsters. They absolutely tremendously hurt my legs, and I just could not stand them. I was like, wow. I would get up out the chair after a little bit of time and be like, doggone, I got to stretch my legs, move my legs, massage my legs and stuff like that. But now I don't even notice it at all. So I guess I got used to it. My legs built up a tolerance or something like that. So now I'm sitting more wide instead of sitting more narrow, trying to like avoid them. I don't even care that they're there. Sometimes I set my legs dead on them, which is absolutely outrageous, but hey, it is what it is. I just want to throw that in there so you'll know what you're getting yourself into if you're more on the heavier side, because while I own this chair, I went from anywhere from 240 to 290, and yes, I can confirm the lighter I was, the more comfortable this chair was as well. Once I got up to that 290, things got a little bit more sinister. I'm not gonna lie to you. And while on the subject of comfort, when I got the chair, it had the piece of paper that talked about the different features and stuff of the chair. It says it was rated for 6 to 8 hours of comfort. So that should get you well and on through your gaming or your computer work sessions. Me personally, I've sat in this bad boy for 12 hours, if not more sometimes, doing editing, live streaming, whatever the case may be. Really only after that did I feel or notice any sort of pains, and those are more than likely from previous back injuries I've had occur. Moving on to the seat cushion, it is right between soft and firm, not too soft, but not too hard. I don't really feel like they needed to go anywhere towards one side more or the other side more. If they would have went more towards soft, you'd be feeling like you were sitting on the structure of the chair. That wouldn't feel good at all. If they would have went too far over the firm, it'd be too hard. You would not like it. You'd be looking for a seat cushion for your seat cushion. So I like the fact that it's right in between and not too far on either side of that situation. And as far as the actual armrests are concerned, they are more firm than they are soft. But the middle does have more give than the edges. But really, I feel like that's a good thing, because usually the first parts to start wearing and tearing is the edges. So the fact that it's more firm and more solid around the edges, I feel like it'll last you a way more longer time. And as we can see, they're still looking exactly like they should be looking. No raggediness, no tearing, no cracking, none of the sort. As far as the seat's backrest, I love how tall it is and how you can lean back and give your head and neck a rest. The added on pillow is a great bonus to that situation as well. The chair itself is about 53 pounds, so it's not super light, but it's not crazy heavy either. And it's made out of mostly metal with some plastics here and there. I've not noticed anything as far as it losing its shape or any type of bending in certain situations. Like most chairs, you might start to notice that the chair is bending more to the left, or the backrest isn't sitting up straight anymore after you've, leaned back and relaxed in it after so many months or years even. I've not noticed any of that going on, so that's a wonderful situation. The armrest on this chair can move up and down, forward and backwards, but unfortunately they cannot pivot and move in and out or left and right as far as like more towards you or more out away from you. So if that's a key feature that you're looking for, you'll have to look for it elsewhere. In the back of the chair underneath it, you have a knob so you can change exactly how easy it is to lean back, or if you want to have more resistance on the lean back of the actual bucket of the seat, you can do that as well. So for how I have it to where it's not going to just sling back as soon as I lean back slightly in my chair, because sometimes I don't want it to do that. I just want to lean back and relax a little bit. You also have a handle on the right side that lets you change and lean the chair back kind of like you would in an actual car. You can get it to where you want it. Some people don't like to sit straight up. Some people like to lean back just a slight bit while they're playing the game or doing things at the desk. It can almost lay flat. So if you're one of the people that like to lean back a little bit when you're on the computer or playing the game or something like that, this will get you right every single time. And right below that, you have the handle for adjusting the height of the chair. You can lower it or you can raise it. And that also acts as a locking situation for if you do not want the chair to rotate back or unlock it so you can let the chair rotate back. You just simply slide it in or slide it out and you're all set to go. By no means is this the most expensive chair you can get, the most top of the line, the most luxurious chair you can find on the market. But out of all the chairs that I've had, I will say that I've liked this one the most. It looks the most aesthetically pleasing. It's not giving me as much issue. I haven't had any problems with the raising and lowering mechanism or having to replace anything like that on it. And so with that being said, it's been doing me pretty cool. But if I could go back and change anything about this chair's purchase, I'd probably go back and change the fact that I spent $200 almost on a floor model chair. Actually $200 after tax, I'm sure. But yeah, on a floor model chair, because anything could have went on. It could have ended up breaking. Something could have fell apart. Something could have just, not went right. And that $200 could have either went to a whole nother chair that was brand spanking new, or I could have saved it and got a chair, at some other time. Right then, I wanted and needed a chair, so I grabbed it and hoped for the best. And it turned out to not have failed me as of now. I guess I'll let y'all know if it changes, but as of right now, we're all good. I'm still cool with it. I am currently still sitting in it as I edit this video. On a scale of 1 to 10, as far as the style of this chair, I'm going to give it an 8. As far as the durability, I'm going to give it a 9. And on the comfort scale, I'm going to give it a 7. Now, when I tell you I had to do some maneuvering to get that bad boy in the vehicle, I drive a 2-door coupe, an Acura CL Type S. I don't know how it did it, but it managed to fit. As you can see from these photographs, it was in there. It was a tight squeeze. Had to let the seat back and do some wild maneuvers of unimaginable feats. It was quite sinister. I scratched up a couple items in the vehicle. Not too happy about that, but luckily they came out and drove that bad boy back to the setup. Had it looking quite nice, looking cool, looking quite spiffy. Obviously, you got to disinfect it. You don't know who been touching it. So, yeah, I just want to throw these pics in for memory's sake, because they even told me, it was like, I don't think you're going to be able to get it in there. I was like, I'll try. And if that wouldn't work, obviously I just have to call somebody to get them to drop it off for me, but everything worked out. Thank goodness. If this video helped you out, please slam the like button. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.